Tonight, calling out Kelsey Grammer. Just amazing to me, all of the claims that Kelsey Grammer made in his interview about his 13-year marriage to Camille. With me now, Taylor Armstrong, who of course stars alongside Camille Grammer on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Taylor is also the author of Hiding from Reality. Always great to see you, Taylor.
Good to see you, too.
So I must get your reaction right off the bat here to hearing Kelsey saying to Oprah Winfrey that his 13-year marriage to Camille was over before it even started. He and Camille's bitter divorce, as we know, played out on your show. Do his claims make any sense to you?
13 years, it was over before it began. I mean, I stayed in my marriage far, far too long. My marriage was very different than theirs. I find it really hard to believe that someone with the financial resources and all the access that Kelsey had would stay in a marriage for 13 years if it were truly over. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it makes no sense to so many people. Kelsey appeared to insinuate to Oprah, as we're watching, that Camille has been telling their kids these terrible lies about him since their bitter divorce. I want you to watch this with me.
My only sadness is actually about the kids. They've heard a lot of things, and they've been dealing with a lot of things, and they're still told a lot of things on a daily basis that aren't true.
Well, listen, Taylor, no doubt you've spent time with Camille and her kids. What sense did you get about what Camille was telling the kids? I mean, do you buy any of what Kelsey's claiming here?
From the beginning of all of this happening, Camille has been so upset about the fact that she has not had direct communication with Kelsey. She's mentioned this to me on multiple occasions, and I don't see her that often. But when I do see her, I know it's been weighing really heavily on her heart that after a 13-year marriage, they can't even have an open line of communication in order to make arrangements on behalf of the children. And I don't understand why he would be saying this, because Camille has been very adamant about that with me.
And we remember, Taylor, when this was all breaking, that Kelsey was revealing how he granted Camille that spot on The Real Housewives, sort of like this going-away present, and that when she claimed she was blindsided by the divorce, it was all done for the cameras. You were right there. What was actually going on? I mean, I've spoken with her about it. She genuinely seemed blindsided to me. Was that all for show?
She seemed blindsided to me as well, and our show is very real, and this was not staged. Kelsey would never have agreed to stage something like this. I think that this is all untrue. I don't believe this for 1 minute.
You know, we obviously hope for the sake of the children they'll eventually be able to move beyond all of this drama with him out there talking about it so openly. I don't know how that's possible, but do you see that happening, knowing Camille and from what you've gotten to know of Kelsey?
I don't know Kelsey, but I know that Camille is most concerned about anything about how her children are going to be co-parented, and I really hope that they can open up these lines of communication and be an effective family. I've seen families that have been divorced and each person has moved on, and Camille has moved on. Camille's happy. She has a life of her own now, and I have seen couples where they're able to spend time together as a family even though they've both moved on, and it's a really beautiful thing. It's difficult, especially with all the egos in Hollywood, but it's a beautiful thing when it happens. Hopefully
they can do it. Great insight from you there, Taylor Armstrong, as always. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. I appreciate it.